Welcome to this Technic Force tutorial. In this video, we're going to discuss inputs in Cloudfunnels. One of the most important functions of Cloudfunnels is gathering customer data from opt-in pages. In order to sort this data into relevant information, Cloudfunnels uses a system called inputs. Let's open one of our funnels to take a look. From the Funnels and Sites page of Cloudfunnels, we can open the landing page by clicking on the project name. Here we have an opt-in form that requests the customer's name, email, and phone number. If we open the page inspector, we can see that the input types requested here are name, where the placeholder says name, email, where the placeholder says your email, and phone, where the placeholder says your phone. These are the inputs, and we have control over them. Let's take a look back at Cloudfunnels and see how it works. Under this funnel, let's click under the Actions column, Edit Funnel. Here, we can select the page that we choose to edit. The opt-in form is on the registration page, which is already selected. So now, we can click on the gears icon to enter the edit page. Here on the edit page, for the registration page, we can see a list of the valid input names for this project, as well as a list of the valid input names for this page. You'll recall from our browser page inspector that we're looking for inputs for name, email, and phone. Here we have inputs for name and email, but phone is missing. So let's add phone to the valid input names for this page, and then we'll scroll down and save our settings, and it will be automatically added to the field here for valid input names for the project. These input names represent all the data that we'll be asking the customer for that Cloudfunnels will be able to sort for us into meaningful data. Let's go back to our funnel editor here, and let's edit our existing template. Here, if we select the name input field within the sign up form, and then go to the top menu and select Component Settings. Under the field of Name, if we click the drop-down, we'll see a list of all the available inputs that are available within our project. Here's name, email, and here's the input that we just added, phone. So for this, let's select Name. Now, any information that the customer puts in this field will be automatically categorized as name. It's recommended to use this in lieu of username as opposed to first name or last name. These are both very useful for specific applications, but in this case we're just looking for the customer's username. Next, we'll select the email field. And again, click Component Settings. And again, from the drop-down list, we'll select an input name for this one, and we'll call this one email. And now any information that the customer inputs in this field will be automatically categorized as email. If we put the wrong setting here, for example, last name, any information they put in this email field, Cloudfunnels would interpret as the customer's last name. So it's very important to have these set up properly. And finally, the phone field. Again, we'll click Component Settings. And from the drop-down, we will select Phone. Now, some of these fields you're going to want to mark as required, whereas others could be optional. To mark a field as required, over here on the side, we can check mark this box that says required in order for it to accept the registration. Then, here under the placeholder field, we can adjust the text that appears. So instead of saying optional, we can replace this with required. And you'll see that the placeholder text changes in the box here. But phone is not actually a required field in this case, so we'll keep this as optional, and we'll uncheck this box here that says that it is required. So we're keeping your phone as optional. Let's check your email. In Component Settings, here we can see that the box is checked as required, and here the placeholder says your email *. And we'll check the name field, component settings, and we can see that it is marked required. And here the placeholder is marked as name asterisk, and here we can see that that is what shows in the field. There is also a function here called type, and this sets the permitted inputs that are allowed. So you can see that this one right now is set for text, which for name is appropriate. So let's go to the email field, go back to component settings, and for type, we can see that this one is set for email. That means that the user has to input an email formatted entry in order for it to accept the registration. Here in the phone field, it's currently marked as text. We could set that for number to ensure that only numbers are input here in the phone field. So once we're happy with our changes, be sure to click Save Template. It's important to always save your changes, otherwise you'll lose them. And our changes have been saved. Now we can return to Cloudfunnels, and using this icon, we can open the URL, and this will open automatically to the first page of our funnel. So we'll click Open URL, and here's our page. We'll enter a test name here, and an email, and a phone number, and then register. Cloudfunnels accepts the information, and now we can go back to Cloudfunnels. We can see that our page here has updated to show 2 views and 1 conversion. The conversion number is a clickable link. If we click on this, it'll show us a list of our conversions. And here we can see the test name 22 at test 22 with the phone that we just input. Remember that with this page, all we asked for was name, email, and phone. And these are the fields that have been populated. Had we added extra fields to the request form, we would also have the user's first name, last name, and other details. As our list of opt-ins grows, we can search by date, expand the number of items per page, sort by date, or search for specific names, emails, IPs, or other fields. I hope this helps clarify the importance of inputs in Cloudfunnels. Thanks very much for watching.